Hello everyone, Don Peterson coming to you from the Swing Factory just north of Atlanta. I wanted to take a few minutes to go over, we talked about grip just recently. I just did a videotape on the Lincoln grip, so check that video out. But I wanted to go over a little bit more about grip. And one of the things that a lot of people don't know and don't realize, when they put their hands on the grip, you kind of want to have a symmetry between your palms here where they're parallel with one another. That makes total sense. I don't think it makes sense at all to put your palms up opposing, which would, this would be opposing, palms down would be opposing, and then having, one way, one the other. It just doesn't make sense. So you put them palms facing one another and parallel. So when you put your hands on there, you can have it turn slightly one way or the other. I call it dial a grip. So as a right-handed golfer, if I put my hands on and I turn both palms, or kind of keep them parallel, but I turn them away from the target, so my right palm is up, that's my trail hand, trail palm is up and left palm is down. The more I turn that direction, if I were to say that 12 o'clock is straight up here, and then this would be 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, when I get around to 3 o'clock, I mean, that's what I call a Yamaha grip. And if I put my hands way around there, that's when I'm trying to snap hook it around a corner, which, you want to do that sometimes. You want to hit a low hook around the corner. You want to turn your hands way over there to, 2:30 or 3 o'clock, okay? I don't know if I ever get to 3 o'clock because that'd be a really strong grip, okay? But I probably get it over there at 2 o'clock or 2:30 sometimes, all right? So dialing a grip this way gives me a stronger grip, and that helps me, when I come through and I get my palms to come back. If I start at 2:30 and I get my palms to come back to square, that's going to definitely have a closed club face, right? So when I come through the golf ball, that's going to smother hook it if I have a real strong grip. So that's palms parallel turned way to the right, all right? And then if I wanted to hit a slice or a fade, I might go back up to 12 o'clock because palms straight on down the grip just like this. So my lead thumb would be straight down the middle of the grip, and then I put my right hand on in a parallel position. Generally, if I get there, that's going to leave the face open for me, and that probably will for you too. It just depends on the size of your hands and how thick your muscle pads are and things like that. So experiment a little bit with palms parallel. 12 o'clock or straight up and down would be a weak grip, and you might hit fades or straight shots from there. And then if you wanted to turn it over to 1 o'clock, for me, a right-handed golfer, I'd be turning my trail palm up. So a left-handed golfer, same thing, trail palm up, but turn to left-handed golfer would have to think of it more in terms of, I guess, 11 o'clock and 10 o'clock. Okay, so keep that in mind, and never put your palms opposing, one palm down or both palms down or both palms up, unless you're working on short game. And there's a Paul Runyon tape that I did about short game where you actually turn your palms this way to stop your wrists from moving, because a lot of people do this in their short game, and that's a bad thing. So if you turn your palms up, that might help you solidify and make more of a shoulder motion for short game shots, but it's not something you'd want to do in your full swing, all right? So that's a little bit about palms. Check this out, and what you can do, just so you know, put your hands on the grip, just take your normal grip, and if you're doing something wrong where you might have a strong lead hand and a really weak trail hand, if you put your hands on the grip and you think you've got a good grip, and then I just put the club down here in the address position and then just drop it and just open up your palms, and you can see where they face. And see there, I've got what I call opposing palms, left palm down, right palm down, okay? So that wouldn't work. I want to have parallel palms, all right? So work on your grip to where when you put your hands on, then you just open them up, they're parallel, all right? For more tips like this, come back and see me at YouTube.com/MrBBGolf.